grew up in the Norfolk countryside. It's an area called the Waveney Valley, and I've pretty much lived there for my entire life. It gave me a lot of time to just get out and go out with my parents, especially my dad, who I used to go fishing with, and I used to spend a lot of time out biking down country lanes and just exploring and sort of getting lost, you know. I was very lucky to grow up where I did. Nature has been an extremely important part of my life. It gives you a chance to just appreciate everything that's around you and appreciate things that a lot of people take for granted and a lot of people sort of just ignore on a daily basis. You often stumble across these little gems and you see an animal or a bird. It's these special little moments that I remember from when I was really, really young. It doesn't matter whether you're a portrait photographer or a travel photographer or a landscape photographer, but for me, I think it's your job to capture a specific moment in time, which might only last for half a second. The first thing you'll notice about an animal is that its circle of fear, or how afraid the animal is of you, is much greater in a rural area. Animals are generally far harder to approach. Foxes are a prime example of this. When you see a fox in the countryside, you often can't approach it even closely, and it'll take that flight response and run away as fast as it can. In an urban area like this, foxes have become so accustomed to living around people in densely overpopulated, overcrowded places, housing estates and busy roads, and you'll often sort of walk within 10 feet of a fox and it'll just watch you as you go past, and all it's thinking about is looking for food, and it's not really bothered about what you're doing. It's very difficult when there are so many people, there are so many vehicles passing by all the time, and quite often you have to photograph at night, which is when a city will quieten down a bit. You have to know the animal and its habits and where it's going to move, it can be very, very random, and you have to sit and wait and prepare and almost beat the animal to the spot where you want to see it. But it means when they do come out and you're lucky enough to witness this out on the street or in the heart of a busy city, it means that you can get that much closer to the wildlife and share a moment. It's always a privilege to watch this animal doing what it does, just going about its life. When you're out in nature and it's just you, and you're fully immersed in the habitat where you are, and you're waiting for this moment, photography or this wait, it's almost a form of meditation. My name's Harry Reid and I'm a professional nature photographer.